Good evening to you. Welcome to Waggies Travels. It's a what is it? It's a Tuesday the 17th of July, and I'm in Bude. I've come out for an evening stroll, and it's busy. Considering the fact that the holiday season hasn't started yesterday, the water is high, as you can see. Which is so nice to see, because the weather, as it has been for everyone, is absolutely brilliant. It's 7:45, I think, and it's still warm. Yes, I've got a coat on, but I'm a wuss. Yeah, I thought you might like to just have a look round and come for a little walk along the canal and just see how lovely it is here. Well, as you can see, we've just come out of the olive tree, having had a lovely piece of apple cake and a cup of tea. What a tea for three. It is a lovely evening. Unusually for me, I'm lost for words. But I was on night work yesterday, so there you go. There's a fish and chip restaurant that's actually a boat a bit further down. So I do like the old VW pedalo type things. I forget what they're called. Is it pedalo? Yeah. The fish and chip shop boat is actually a fish and chip shop barge, which is down there in front of us, which you can see is just on the lock gates, which is Heritage Trail, sandrails. Oh, that's interesting. You see that there's some rails there, and well, as you can read, sand was transported by trucks and tipped into barges. Excellent. What a lovely view. Absolutely lovely view. Right, so this is the barge. Waterside dining. I was sort of assume it might have been open a little bit later than this, based on the amount of people there are here in town. It is fairly busy, and it's not the beginning of the season yet. And the lock gates of Bude. Right, this is where I take a good hold of the camera on the grounds, as I will probably drop the thing into the water. So here we go. Look at the difference in the height of the water between there and there. I can't say I've ever actually seen these gates opened. I suppose they must do to allow the boats out. It's, the entrance to the Bude Canal and the lock gates. Well, we've just come through the from the car park in the canal, and we've come through to a building which is known as Bude Castle, or the Castle at Bude. Doesn't look very castle-y. I assumed there is a reason why it is called such. I have actually been in here, and there is a lovely tea room. I'm just trying to see what the no, it doesn't actually say why, but Bude Castle. There you go. Oh, there's a castle-y bit. There is a castle-y bit, yep. Yeah, so there you go, Bude Castle. And this is the Peace Garden. The Peace Garden. I should imagine that during the summer months there is very little peace. There you go. And there is a an upside down ice cream cone. They've got one of them pointy thing. They've got one of those, something very similar to that. A lot bigger though, on the Isle of Wight, outside of, what's the hospital called? Is it St Mary's? Looks like an upside down ice cream cone. That looks like a very slim ice cream cone. But, there you go. So that was Bude Castle, rolled into a 2-minute video. Right, so this is, we've come over that bridge down the bottom, as you can see. This is the other part of where the sea comes in, and not, well, what, 2 months ago? That was so high that it actually flooded over into the road. So that's much calmer. Anyway, that's where the river comes in, and that's up into Bude town itself. There you go. I hope you can hear me over the road noise, but this Premier Inn, which basically went up in about 4.5 months. To my surprise, it appears to have been very, very busy. And we have a few hotels in Bude. There are a few hotels in Bude, but we've lost so many of them. It's just a crying shame that so many of the local family-run hotels have lost out, and you get a big chain that comes in and charges, in actual fact, a damn sight more than any of the local family-run hotels would have done. It is such a shame. It is such a shame. But very infrequently do I frequent a hotel, a travel lodge, a Premier Inn or whatever, because like most of us, I carry my home on a back. I've just crossed the main road from where I was jabbering on about the Premier Inn Travelling, whichever one it is, and we're now in the main car park in Bude, and this is the Tourist Information Centre. I'm not 100% sure what Cornwall Council say about overnight parking for motorhomes, but there is a toilet. We shall have a walk round and go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. Oh, it's a registry office as well, just in case. So yeah, let's go and have a look, see what it says. There's lots of information. Oh, holiday cottage information. Let's go and have a look. Motorhomes and campers prohibited even between 2300 and 800 hours. So there you go. Good old Cornwall Council lost the opportunity to have some motorhomes in there, because as you can see, there's no room at all to have them. It's terrible. On the plus side, there is an electric car charging point, and I have an electric car. So there you go. What a crying shame. You could have motorhomes in here, but Cornwall Council say no. Missing out on so much.